Okay, part three, we're going to see how to use the command slice and also how to use a section plane. Yeah. First, we're going to start with slice. I think I will just show you again on how to change the color of this object. So if we select the object and we choose properties, and here you can actually change the color of the object. All right, so as simple as that, we close the dialog box. So now we want to talk about the command or slice. So slice is this command here at the top here. So if I were to choose slice and I have to choose the object where I want to slice it. So I choose this object and enter. And now I'm choosing where is the cutting point. So if I were to choose this side and also this side, and I keep both sides. And so that is how the object are being break into two. Yeah. So as you can see, the object now is broken into two parts. So I can actually move one part out from the other. So if I were to use the move command and I select this part and enter, and I say at this point, and I can move the object out, yeah, from here. Yeah. So from here you can actually turn the object around and see the side and all that. So you can actually see the cutting from there. All right, I think that's all for this part. We will continue with how to use this. Okay, next we want to see how to use the section plane. So the same object that we have been using as our example. So the section plane is this command at the top here. So if you click on this section plane and what do you call this, you click on this section plane, and then you can actually uh, start deciding on which point to start your cutting. Yeah? So you can actually just move on. So this will be the first point and that point. Yeah. So that's how you cut the object into two parts and left with one part. So you can see this is the plane and how this object is being cut into two. Yeah? So only half is left. So how to see the projection from here? So let's say I will make it smaller so that it's easier to see. All right. Okay. So to do the section view, we click on this from here, from the section plane. Click on this and put a section, generate section. And from here, you click on select section plane and you click on this plane. Yeah? And you just say create. And now the section view is created. Let's say I put it there, and then it will ask you about the where you want to put it, the scale, and also the angle. What angle you want to change the angle? I'll just press enter first. So okay, so that's all that I have at the moment. So as you can see, these two drawing is here. Yeah? So so I have the object and also the section view. Yeah? And if you do not like this plane here to block the object, you can always move it to a different plane and turn off that plane. Yeah? So let's say I go back to drafting mode, and now I see what layer do I have, and let's say I create a plane, a layer called plane, so that I move that plane into that area. Okay, so I'll just close this dialog box and I select this plane and I go back to home and I move it to plane. Okay, so so now if I can turn off plane, so that whole plane is now removed from our view. All right. So how do we put it in the presentation mode in the layout? So if we go to layout, there is already the viewport provided. So we delete this one first, and as usual, we need to set up this one. So we set up to what I call this to PDF first, printing to PDF, and also we want to use our normal paper A3. Yeah, so we say okay, and we say okay. All right, so in the layout, so this layout here, we click on layout, and now we want to create a new viewport. So we click on this, and for this example, I'm going to choose two vertical, so that we have two viewport. So I'm just going to highlight the area where I'm going to put the viewport. All right, so this is what I see. I have two vertical viewport, so I can go into it by double click on that. So if I were to move this thing around and make it bigger, yeah, and move it here and make it bigger, and then I can turn it around if I want to, depending how I want to present them. So and also make it bigger, and okay, so that's how I present this. So I just press escape to move out from there. So if I move into this one, I just want this section to be presented. So maybe I change this to top view. So I have this, and I can actually move this and further up, increase the size of this. Okay, so that is the hedge part, and there is an empty part. If this is too dense, if you want to change the what I call this, the hatching, so you have to explode the whole thing, and you can change that. So if I were to do explode, and I'm going to select this object, and I say enter. So now it's exploded. So if I click here now, so now I can change. I want ANS 131. So I choose that, and this is the presentation of the section view that I want to show. Yeah, so from here you can see the two drawing that you can use for your presentation, how the object is being cut into half, and then how is a section view is like, with all the details. Okay, I think that's all for this part 3 and the whole series of this 3D drawing. Okay, thank